On January 12th, 2025, Airrack posted a new video to his 13 million subscribers. Within hours, the comment section exploded. This editing made me nauseous. It's like a TikTok made love to a seizure. Thank God he's hiring a new editor because this ain't it. And the craziest part? That same day, Airrack publicly announced he was hiring a new editor. The video averages 67 cuts per minute. That's more than 1 cut per second for 12 minutes straight. Everyone's blaming the fast cuts, but I found something worse. Something's hidden in the pacing that nearly every viewer missed, and it's scarier than you think. Now, I've edited for creators like Will Tennyson, whose videos have hit 70 million views and pulled in over 100,000 subscribers in a single upload. And what I found in this edit, it's not just bad, it's the kind of disaster that will slowly kill your channel and your clients' channels too. Oh my gosh, that was loud! That's literally a freaking gunshot!
How long could you survive at Disney without getting caught?
I'm used to videos starting with a boom.
Behind me are 100 circles!
What I'm not used to is a literal gun pointed into my ear. Gosh darn, that was loud.
Food, water, and everything else you could need to survive for free forever?
I couldn't even process a single thing I just watched. I know you're supposed to cut really fast in the intros, and if you show the audience a bunch of things, one of them will capture their attention. So the more things you show, the more likely they're going to keep watching. Well, the problem is you can't keep up with all that data.
Friends and I are going to be competing here to see who can stay here the longest undetected, starting right now.
You are shoving every freaking sound effect in every library in existence. Everything is just... I literally feel like I am floating through space, but downward towards hell. Lord forbid I ever see what this video editing timeline looked like. Quick warning. Once you see what's inside my free viral editing guide, you won't be able to unsee it. It's packed with strategies I don't share publicly, and it will unironically change the way you edit forever. The link's in the description. Go check it out.
That is if you can evade Disney's park police force and state-of-the-art security system, which is always watching you.
67 cuts in 60 seconds. We're cooked. In fact, we're fried. Not even MrBeast is that bad with the cuts. Let's put that to the test. I don't want to just be a theorizer. Let's chop this thing up, chop it to bits. Oh, that's a slick cut right there. You thought I wouldn't notice? You thought? Wrong. Oh, that's a nice, I like that little thingy thing. Been cut right there. Quite a bit of cuts in this MrBeast one, so I'm starting to get a little nervous. Gag me with a spoon. Almost there. All right. Let's see who has more cuts, MrBeast or Airrack. 67 cuts for Airrack. And for MrBeast, 42 cuts. What are you gonna do? There's a reason why MrBeast made this tweet saying he's gonna slow down the pacing of future videos to allow for more emotional storytelling. MrBeast is pretty much the king of YouTube who optimizes every part of the video for peak performance. So if he's deciding to slow down his videos, that's a good sign that you should do the same. I love the fact that you can clearly see what they're doing with the audio on both of these. They're redlining all the way throughout the entire edit. Now, the reason they do this is because it makes you a lot less likely to look away from the video. Have you ever been watching TV late at night and you kind of start falling asleep, getting a little... Commercials turn up their audio as loud as possible. That's why it's louder than the show typically. It's to grab your attention and keep it for as long as possible.
Welcome home, guys.
They dubbed in some woo! Whoa! Underneath this to add more energy. It was so over the top and loud that it just didn't feel genuine. Doing something like that this early on in the video is a crucial mistake because what it signals to the audience is that I'm BSing you already. So the rest of the challenge is probably going to be more BS.
One number 1, if you leave the park, it's over. Rule number 2, I told you guys to leave your wallets back at the hotel because you have to do this completely for free.
Do any of you guys remember the rules? I literally have diagnosed ADHD, and this video is difficult for me to watch. If the guy with ADHD is having difficulty processing your video, you done messed up.
And since the first part of this challenge is we aren't allowed to use money.
This graphic is pretty sick. I love the way that it looks. You can see that the clouds part way. We got a nice zoom in, and it reveals all these little icons. Very satisfying. It helps break things up. But it's sad because they rush through it so quickly that it doesn't give me enough time to appreciate it.
I'm scared. Mickey Mouse, the mouse as I've been calling them.
They're doing a good thing here with a reoccurring leitmotif, playing the same little... Okay, let me hit that note better. Okay, let me hit that note better. I'll take it. They keep playing that sound in reference to this creepy face Mickey thing, which is good. It kind of gives the audience a pattern to look forward to.
Our first problem became finding food.
I don't even smoke. I need a smoke break. It's like this thing MrBeast does as well. The camera starts off close to him. It's a drone shot, and then it zooms out to reveal. And you can clearly tell that what he's saying does not even match his lips whatsoever.
First problem became finding food. Our first problem became finding food.
And Airrack has done this 3 or 4 times already in the first 45 seconds of the video. The editing in Airrack's video only gets worse from here. And as you keep watching, you'll literally see me get progressively more pissed off. None of these hate comments would have happened if Mac, Airrack's original editor, was still on the team. Mac wasn't just cutting fast, he understood editing psychology, emotional cadence, visual fatigue recovery, and micro-timing. The kind of stuff that gets people addicted without even realizing why. When he left to work for MrBeast, he landed $1 million a year salary, then went on to edit Beast Games, which became the #1 unscripted series launch in Prime Video history. But why? Because it was edited to satisfy both YouTube fans and cinema lovers. But here's what no one tells you. Mac tried training a team to replicate Airrack's style, and it still collapsed. Because style alone doesn't scale, only deep psychological editing principles do. And that's exactly what I teach inside the Elite Editor Academy. And if you don't believe me, ask my client, Will Tennyson.
He is without a doubt the best YouTube editor, best editor I have ever come across in my entire YouTube career, without a doubt. I feel like a lot of editors just give you what you ask for. You send a list of things and they do that and that's it. With Josh, he's gifted at it. He has a pure talent. He has passion for it. And you can see that in all of his work. He goes above and beyond every time.
Oh, and the video you're watching right now? It was edited by Ashley from South Africa, a brand new student in the academy. She went from making $100 per edit to $400 after just one video.
As editors, you can have all of the technical skills, but if you don't understand how to trigger and control certain emotions and reactions from the people that are watching your videos, then all of that stuff is pointless. And this is what Josh teaches you.
The editors inside are leveling up faster than anyone else, and if you're not in it yet, you're already behind. The link's in the description. Go check it out.
Isn't someone to reckon with.
Tyler was starting to lose it, but we had to prepare for the night.
That is a perfect way to do a motivated cut. By cutting in closer to his face, it makes us get more immersed into what he's really thinking. But the problem is, they're cutting too fast, so it doesn't have impact. If I was brought onto this edit to resuscitate it, like clear, and bring it back to life, I would stretch out this shot of him looking and remove some of the dialogue. And then we can muffle the background audio of the audience chatter. Audiences love that.
I found an open door that led to this dark room.
What was the point of that? What was the point of this stupid caption? Asterisk, finds open door in building asterisk. And then he literally says,
I found an open door that led to this dark room.
I don't get it.
Can't sleep. I'm just gonna keep exploring. He's coming.
You may be wondering why on...
That was so quick, I couldn't process the impact of, oh my gosh, a cop is coming. If you're doing a challenge like this, you have that sinking chest feeling, you got that stomach drop feeling, but it was so quick, it just felt like a meme. Oh man, I'm busted.
You see, there's a Disney urban legend, magical moments, where there's rare times a cast member can grant wishes on special occasions.
Okay, that was sick. I'm not just here to hate and despise. That was a beautiful piece of VFX. Everything is just nice and smooth, nothing sharp and aggressive. There's so much cool stylistic stuff going on. Like, this is pretty. That's a nice graphic. This is cute. This is cute. Perfect example of elite VFX on a YouTube video.
You guys probably noticed I keep getting these spam calls.
I think I'm gonna. This is where I slept last night.
It's because my information is being sold by data brokers online.
Turn off the light. So sensitive.
You would be surprised how much of your information is floating around on the internet too, but I have a simple solution to that. Incognito.
All right, that was smart. I'll give him that. That is a very smart way to plug, and he used intercutting. By contrasting these two scenes of Airrack whispering, it kind of draws your attention into what he's saying. It makes it sound more impactful. Great ad, but zero attention for the actual stakes of the challenge.
Almost died.
My goal is to win the glory belt. There's only one person who gets the glory belt, and you're looking at him.
The glory belt.
When I became a dad, I knew that I would have to protect my son from the evils of this world. But I never thought it would come in the form of an Airrack edit. This is disgusting. The nerve to try and overstimulate the viewers on purpose after already overstimulating them is insane. If you have someone screaming in your ear and then they scream a bit louder, it doesn't have much impact because they've been screaming in your ear for 40 minutes. But on the flip side, if you have someone whispering in your ear just like this, and all of a sudden they just... That has impact. That's the difference.
Mouse was inching closer than ever before. Even Jeremiah, Disneyland's...
They did a match cut, guys. That match cut should make me want to rewind it like 10 times just for the feeling, but I don't even care anymore.
The mouse had us right where he wanted us.
The facilities here for people who are staying in the hotel.
Why did there need to be a cut there? You could have just extended the clip in totality. His face is blurred. We can't see that his lips don't match. It doesn't matter. His entire face is blurred. That cut is completely useless. This is the perfect time to slow the freaking cuts down. And this scene would have hit way harder with less cuts. If you're not on my editing secrets list and you're not in the academy, you're literally skipping the two things that helped me land clients with over 500 million views. One's free. One will triple your rates. They're both linked below. Go now before you forget.
I gotcha. Where should we go?
Oh, how's that?
Okay.
That whole scene of the cops kicking them out, it was pretty good. But it sort of breaks the tension of, ooh, scary security guards. When she says,
oh, how's that?
I would have cut that statement out because she literally laughs at the end of it too, which breaks any sort of fear of the security guards that we've been building towards the whole video. You've built tension the whole time just to break it right at the end. Yikes.
I think the only reason I really like what this glory belt is because I really want to show who I am.
You've gotta be This is a complete joke. He's literally bawling his eyes out, and it's probably genuine tears. They took something that was likely authentic and made it completely inauthentic by rushing through it with the horrific editing. I'm sick of it! If this was someone who just started editing, I would have compassion. I'll be like, you know what, props to you for making something, and I see your vision with this. But this is obviously a skilled editor. They know what they're doing. And that's the part that pisses me off. You knew what you were doing, and you still decide to go forward with this. How much did this edit cost? So Airrack offered $110,000 a year for a full-time editor, and over the past 12 months, he's only uploaded 15 videos. That means each edit cost him over $7,300 in salary alone. So ask yourself this: how does editing this bad cost this much. If you thought Airrack's editing was bad, wait until you see what MrBeast's team is doing. Golly! Ryan Trahan was given the same video to edit, and the comments said his version felt way more authentic, while MrBeast came off robotic. There's one editing trick they both used, but only one pulled it off. And you can watch that video here.